off-world Interceptor was originally released on the 3DO and later released on the PlayStation and Sega Saturn. The 3DO version was released in 1994 and the Saturn and PlayStation versions were released in 1995. You control a four-wheel drive vehicle and kill everything around you in an attempt to make it over the line before things kill you. Sort of kill them before they kill you type of scenario. The game starts off with a video that's best left to watch rather than me explain it. I will leave a link in this video for those who'd like to watch it. Also, the game has an Easter egg which plays after you leave the game running in demo mode for a minute or so. But that video on its own would have made this review far more ridiculous in size, so I've uploaded it separately and have linked it here in this video for you to watch at your own pace. The game comes with 6 levels and 5 vehicles you can purchase along the way. You also have pickups including things like repairs, money, special weapons, and an extra life, known as a clone in this game. You can also pay to have upgrades done to the car if you so wish. These upgradable items are engine, shield, jump jets, gyros, and tyres. The menu presentation is pretty good. I see where the extreme title comes from. The menu transitions are a little over the top and extreme. The intro video to the game was pretty good, but the in-game presentation is alright. It's not great, but it's not fucking terrible either. The graphics are far from polished. When I played this game through, I remember the game being rough as guts, but when I went back and reviewed the footage I captured, it's not nearly as bad as I remember it. Coming from the 3DO, I don't know if this is some indication which should tell me the graphics should be better or worse. Either way, this game's not winning any awards for graphics. Sounds alright, sound effects were alright, not particularly memorable, but just alright. Gameplay is a little bullshit. You're always moving in a forward direction and you always have a clear direction, which I thought was nice. My first playthrough was a bit of a shock as I didn't know you could shoot with bullets. The only weapon I knew of was missiles, as the game uses the bumper buttons at the top of the controller for the bullets. And that this is actually the first game I think I've ever used with the bumper buttons are actually actively used in a game. So the first run through I thought this game was incredibly bullshit hard. Not to mention being able to shoot up in the sky with accuracy, and that was another learning curve. After that, there has to be some kind of strategy to win because I got stuck on the second world. Not just in terms of I lost a bunch of lives and that was inconvenient, no. I got stuck as in I replayed the game many times over and that was as far as I got. Clearly I'm doing another thing wrong. But I didn't totally hate what I was doing. And cars were coming from behind, but I had zero idea on how to stop them from doing considerable amounts of damage. You know, apart from go from side to side randomly and hope that they didn't catch up and I can outrun them, or come in on an angle that allows me to shoot and kill them. This was something I never really quite got the hang of. Controls were pretty tight and it's reminiscent of games in the arcades like Gale Racer in terms of fast and rough graphics. Graphics that want to give you a sense of speed and in this instance clearly come from a console inferior to it. The replay value here is sadly lacking. You'll find it very hard to complete this game, but it does use a password system. One that you're likely to find in a 3DO title, or Genesis title, or any title pre-1995. So in that sense there's a lot to play through, but once you've finished it there's a very good chance you won't be coming back. It's not really good enough to warrant a second playthrough and there aren't any unlockables in doing so. Would I recommend this game? Before I answer that question I will admit this game is a guilty pleasure for me. I did enjoy myself for the few hours I attempted to get better at this game. I got good enough to know what I was doing, but didn't progress like I thought I would. Unfortunately though, this is rough as guts, and I can't see this being the sort of game where I give a gleaming recommendation. It's not just the fact that it's not a quality title that prevents it from being recommended, but I can't see myself saying to other people, hey, get this game because you're missing out. If you didn't own this game, then you're not really missing out on anything. I enjoyed it, but that doesn't mean to say that I would recommend it for others. I can chalk this down to some silly little game that I like, but I can't see many others feeling the same. So would I recommend this game? No. As always, thank you very much for watching. Click on the TV to see the last review, and click on the name underneath the television if you'd like to subscribe.